What's going on, y'all? St. Piper here, aka Black Native. I'm feeling real good today, but I want to know how you doing. Good? All things working for your good? That's good, family. All things working for mine as well. Thanks for asking. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all some of my dreams that I had involving celebrities, right? Sometimes I have dreams that are, including celebrities. Sometimes they don't include celebrities. Sometimes friends, sometimes family members, sometimes even ancient philosophers, even, my ancestors. But I have had some dreams this summer, and I'm going to share two of them with y'all that actually included two separate celebrities, two different ones. Okay, the first dream that I had, right, maybe a month or two ago, it had The Rock, Dwayne Johnson in it. Yep, that's right. So let me go through this dream. Let me set the scene for you. So it was in my room. It was in my house. It was in my room, right? There was like no lights on. Our door was open. And I don't recommend for anybody to sleep with their doors open. I'm serious. If you have a door on your room where you sleep in your bedroom, close it. It's better. It's more protection for you because your room represents your body. It represents your being. It represents your person. All right, now let me tell y'all what happened. So it's a dark dream. You know how it's nighttime and the light through the window is kind of like bluish. It's not really black. It's not really totally pitch black, but it's kind of like blue, the light from the moon. So the moonlight was shooting into the room. And all of a sudden, I was laying at the end of the bed and I couldn't move, right? All of a sudden, I could not move, all right? A dark, tall, huge figure walks into the room and I couldn't move. I felt like it was almost as if I was injured or paralyzed or something. I couldn't move, right? And it was huge, right? And I'm like, at first I didn't know it was The Rock. And I'm looking next to me and all of a sudden I see this little girl. There was this little girl, right? And The Rock stood over both of us. Like we laying, both of us for some reason are laying at the bottom of this bed. Like we're like, our heads are at the foot of the bed and we are laying on our backs looking up at the ceiling. So imagine that, right? And then you just see this huge dark figure like come walk up and look over you. Like it was chilling. It was real chilling. It was scary, right? And I couldn't move and I couldn't wake up. All of a sudden, he just started beating the bejesus out of this young little girl, like beating her, like for no reason, like just beating the crap out of this little girl. Like he was beating her. When I tried to stop him, like after struggling and trying to like get some motion, some momentum to actually help her, because I felt bad, he would like beat me in my face, like punch me, right? And I was like, oh my God, this is a serious nightmare. And I've never had, before this point, I didn't have a dream like this to where it just didn't make sense right away, right? And it got so bad to where he was beating her and I just started like, just to mourn for her because she was his main target. The big, huge Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. She was his main target because I could tell it was him because it was like the tattoos and I could just feel the energy, like, I could just feel the energy. Now, I'm not saying he doing this in real life. It might come out later. Who knows? I'm not saying he did this in real life. I'm telling you about this dream, right? Man, it got bad. He started gouging out her eyes with his thumbs. He started gouging out her eyes, right? And she's in pain. This is excruciating. He even got a lamp, a glass lamp. He got that and broke it on her face. Like he was just abusing her and he was abusing me. But his main focus was her. Now, this is what I got out of it. There's a lot of celebrities, right, who we see as good people. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has a really good image. I'm not saying he did this again. I'm saying this is what I got out of the dream. There's a lot of celebrities who look super clean. Who looks cleaner than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You know, who looks cleaner than some of these celebrities? They look very clean. They look very wholesome. They have children. They're family oriented. That's the way they seem, and they care about people. That's how it looks. But behind closed doors, right, in the dark, they're a lot different. My room represents my life, my being, my story. I left the door open. See, when we watch these television shows and we look at everybody on social media, we are opening that portal and leaving it open for them to come into our lives. That's just like, you know, leaving your door to your house unlocked, or, you know, leaving your car door unlocked and somebody steals it or someone wrecks it. We do these things. We allow these beings to come into our lives when we leave doors open. And they don't always want to attack us. Sometimes they want our seed. A lot of times they want our seed because that's the future. That's an investment, right? So that's what happened, man. It was as horrible to experience as a dream. So I can imagine the children that's going through this in real life, because I believe there are, you know, celebrities that do abuse children, just like there's regular people who abuse children. There aren't celebrities, but they sometimes, the image and the persona that they have that works for their branding is just a facade, and it's really not like that, right? I believe, like I said, a lesson we can learn from that is to, one, really close your door when you sleep at night, to close that portal so beings don't come in to your life. But also, when we watch these television shows, these movies, right, and there's all these subliminal messages and there's a lot of energy work going on, you invite these celebrities into your lives and they really want to abuse and taint your children. It's all about that. It's all about that with some of these celebrities. So again, man, that was the dream with the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It was scary. It was scary, and I couldn't move. And as parents, I think me not being able to move symbolizes how, as parents, once we let these celebrities into our children's psyche and into their lives, they are the ones in control, because our children look up to them. See, we were both looking up to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We were looking up to him in this dream, right? He had the authority. He had the mobility. We couldn't move. We were bonded. Right? We were paralyzed because we allowed it. When you look up to these celebrities, you give them power. You're looking up to them, which means they are more superior. Don't look up to them and then they come into your life and they mistreat you, and then they really focus on damaging your children. I know some people might think that's a stretch. It's not a stretch. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be telling you this, you know, I'm not trying to stretch anything. This is what I got out of it after I pondered on it and really went into deep thought on the situation. That's why this is a 2 months later, you know, breakdown of this dream. And who knows, something might come out about certain celebrities who you think are squeaky clean with child abuse, right? And you know, some of these people do rituals and all that stuff like that. This is not an Illuminati channel. I'm not gonna get into that. But who knows why he was abusing that child who was not his child, who was seemingly had a connection to me. But yeah, those are the lessons I learned from that first dream. And then the second dream is more lighthearted. Like 2 nights ago, I had a dream with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was in a dream. And a lot of people think athletes not smart. A lot of people might think athletes are not spiritual. But in this dream, he was teaching me spiritual things. He was teaching me stuff. You know, I was, I don't know how I got to it, but I was just hanging out with him. And it wasn't like on a court. It wasn't even in a house. It was like we were outside. And he was sitting down. And, you know, it was kind of like I was thinking I was already intelligent. That's the way I was feeling in this particular dream. Like I already had a lot of answers, right? Which I've already been gifted with answers, but I went into this conversation and interaction with Dwight Howard in this dream like I already had the answers. And we were having a conversation, and he taught me that he was started to talk and go on about how black people are gold and how gold and black are like really close. And that he started talking about black goo coming from dead black people, or the black goo is the real gold. And he started talking about how like the soil and the skies, like outer space, are that's black, but it's actually gold. And he's saying that's the highest resource. He was talking about how that's the highest resource. And then I asked him another question. No, I said, and he said, yeah, the human body is all of the resources on the planet are in the human body. And I said, yeah. And he said, yeah, and we're magnets too. I said, yeah, we're magnets, yeah. You know, that's why we be able to attract stuff in our lives. And he said, yeah, well, and then he stopped and said, well, I'm not gonna go into that. It's like he had some more information that he could have like given to me. But he's like, nah, well, you know what? I'm not gonna even go into that. Like he was about to say something that was like groundbreaking, that was forbidden for him to say. But that was Dwight Howard, and I didn't expect that from Dwight Howard. So the lesson I learned is that you can learn from anybody, and you never know who knows the next thing you need to know. You never know who has the next piece to your puzzle. So don't go into situations. I know a lot of people that watch this channel are advanced, or whatever that means, right? They already have a relationship with Yah. They already have a decent relationship with the universe, and they're at least open to knowledge, understanding, overstanding, wisdom, discretion, and discernment, right? But when you encounter people on an everyday basis, don't stereotype them so much that you don't listen to what they say and don't learn that knowledge, because that knowledge is currency. That's currency that'll help you in the future. So that's what I learned, man. Dwight Howard was talking about how black goo. I need to research that. I'm gonna research black goo, and that might be something I need to know. That might be something you need to know, because I don't share all my dreams on here. I really don't. I don't share all my dreams with the public, because most dreams that I have are just for me. But black goo, Dwight Howard spoke about black goo and how black goo comes from black people after they die, or something like that, and it's really gold. Black goo is really gold, and black is gold. It was I don't know, it was real mysterious. And then he went to go on talking about how we have magnets in our body, and that's how we, and I was like, that's how we attract stuff, right? And he was like, well, I'm not going to even go into that. Yeah, I can't speak on that. I was like, whoa, snaps. Maybe that's the next thing we need to figure out, you know. But I'll talk to y'all later, man. I love y'all. St. Piper here, aka Black Native. This was a little more relaxed video. I just was sharing with y'all some of the things that I've been dreaming about, and just the dreams that I had with two celebrities who I've never met before. I've never met those two celebrities. I never met those two celebrities. But yeah. Comment down below if you have something you want to say. If you have a question, you can leave that in the comment section. You can share this video if you like. Also, if you want to show your appreciation, all you do is hit the like button. That's good enough. And yeah, man, love y'all. Peace.